In this lesson, you'll learn how you can extend Sage CRM with new custom entities by using the Advanced Customization Wizard. I'm going to switch across into now another browser so that we can see where we can download the Advanced Customization Wizard. This is being downloaded from the community, and I just need to download this, and it'll go down onto the down into the download section of my machine. Now, the Advanced Customization Wizard is an example of a component, and that's why it's distributable as a zipped up file. And in order to use this, I have to switch across into CRM, and I'm going to log on as a system administrator. I'm going to navigate across into the administration section and go into customizations and then the component manager. So I've come into administration, customization, the component manager, and now I can go and browse off to find that particular component. Now, the advanced customization is a component, and we can see that that's just going to be a zip file that we can choose to unpack within inside the system. And if I upload my new component, it becomes available to you. Now, it's quite important to make sure that you're using the correct version. Well, it's very important to make sure that you're using the correct version of the Advanced Customization Wizard for the correct version of Sage CRM. This is because there are slightly different changes to features and also to the architecture of Sage CRM. So I'm using the Advanced Customization Wizard here, and I'm going to run this in order to create a new entity. Now, I'm presented with a set of fields. These are parameters which are then going to be passed into the underlying script in order to copy particular files, to change screen names, etc., as the customization is carried out inside Sage CRM. And I want to be able to create a new entity, and in this particular example I'm going to create an entity that is going to store project information. So I'm going to create a new entity called project that will have a prefix on all of its columns called PROJ, and I want to be able to run through and choose particular options here. Now you can see I've got add to my CRM. That means is a user going to be assigned to this? And so yes, I think in my particular case, do I want to be able to find the entity within inside the system? And in this case I say yes. Do I want a team to be assigned to the project? In this case I'll say yes as well. And what's its relationship with entities like companies, persons, opportunities, leads and cases? Is this a child or is this a parent? And here you have to be quite clear about your data modeling. What I want to be able to do is to say that a project is owned by companies and is owned by people, and we're going to be selling a project, so it's owned by an opportunity. It has no relationship with leads, but it will be able to generate cases associated with it. So it has cases. Now, if I want mail merge to take place, so I want to be able to write out any letters and have them automatically stored within inside the library, then I need to be able to mark out that this has communications and has library as well. This allows not only tasks to be stored, but also meetings to be linked to it, and mail merge documents to be stored against the entity as well. Does this have a relationship directly with orders and quotes? I don't think it does at this point, but I perhaps do want to be able to create workflow information for this new entity. I can also, if I want to, have the idea of workflow progress. I don't need to think about that, and I could in the screens as well opt for the idea of a deduplication feature in a very similar manner to the way in which company and person deduplication works. You'll be able to find that there are some other lessons which discuss that particular feature later on. From an API perspective as well, I can automatically turn on the access to this entity through the SOAP-based web services and the read-only SData API. If I am working with the .NET licenses, so if I have a developer license on my machine, I would see that I have an option here for .NET. In fact, if you don't tick this, you will find that the wizard creates a set of ASP pages to support the customization. If you tick it, then no ASP pages are going to be created. I'm not going to tick that. In the majority of partners who run the advanced customization wizard, they will not see this option because it's there only for developer partners who want to be able to create extensions and create the supporting pages using the .NET API. Okay, well, I'm going to install my component now, and you'll see that it warns me that installing the component could potentially override changes, and it is very important that you do not run the component without modeling and testing this first of all. So you need to make sure that you are aware of the impact that this is going to have on existing screens and on the existing data model. So the component runs. We can see that the longest point is always the refreshment of the views and the metadata, but once we've done that, we'll see that new structures have been created, and we can go into the customization screen and see that a new entity called project has been created for us, and it has automatically created a series of fields, screens, lists, as well as there being a tab menu being constructed for it. If we hadn't chosen the option to allow for SOAP-based web access, web service access, and SData access, we could turn this on subsequently. So you can always go in and alter the new entity in exactly the same way as if it was a core system entity. The screens will have been added in and the pages will have been added in. So if we go into the main menu and look on the right hand side of this particular page, we can see that there is a tab for the project, and if we look into the menu, into the option in the address bar of the browser, we can see that it is a ASP page that is being run. So these ASP pages can be further changed by you using any of the standard ASP editing tools that you have. The features, though, support the default entry of information. These screens again can be customized, but it allows you to very quickly start the process of creating the information that you want. And so you can see that you can add in the behavior through search, select advanced fields, etc. I've added new project summary. We can see that we can link that back to the company and then across to the project as well. So the advanced customization wizard has allowed us to build these particular structures, and it's carried out this change using the features really of the component manager. So it is an example of an advanced component, and it allows us to create new structures, new entities very, very quickly with inside Sage CRM. Just as a last moment about this, we can see that this is created as a full entity, so we can see that this exists within the customization area. We would also need to think about how this is affected by security. So if we come into the security area, we'd have to go into the security profiles to decide how each different security profile has access to the new entity. At the moment, I'm using the system administrator, and they have universal access. So if I wanted another user to be able to work with the project entity, I'd have to allow for those to be added in here as well. So we can see just by adding in this, it suddenly becomes an available option for everyone, and choose save. And so other users would be able to access the project entity as well. So we've seen in this lesson how you can extend Sage CRM using the advanced customization wizard, and how that's run within the context of the component manager.